Alright guys, this is GM Goblin and this is Goblin Plays, and we're going to go over a little setting which, if you're like me, outside of all your key commands and everything that you change, you're going to want to mess with, and that's going to be your UI. So as you can see, this is our normal UI. Everything is set up stock like it normally is. If you hit the escape button, then down here at the bottom, you've got Edit HUD. This is going to let you change everything around, change your sizes. Maybe you got a tiny monitor, or you're blind. This also lets you change your grid size. If you change the grid size, you're going to be able to maneuver things around a lot more finely. And then outer spacing is going to give you this padding area so that you can mark it. These are less likely for you to ever look at. I have a tendency to throw things that I almost never use into corners or at certain parts in that area so that I get them out of the way, and then if I need to know how much of a currency or something I have, I can always go back and look. So whenever you're messing with this, you're going to pick a pre-save like this. You will remember to hit save because I've done this before. Hit save, it saves it as that preset. Standard is my number 4. And then you can move everything around, move where your targets are, your group, your vision, and all that stuff. Move your map, chat box. Being able to move the map is great for me because I've played a few where you weren't allowed to move it no matter what, and so it annoyed me. But I use something different right now anyway. This, whenever you want to load one that you've already got on a preset, you click on it. So I'll use number 1, hit load, hit yes, and then this is what I use. The reason that I use this is because I like to put everything more center, especially when I'm getting used to the game. You can blame a couple other MMOs, especially like BDO, for this for me, because you've got so much stuff happening and you're focusing, your eyes are going to constantly be drawn to the center of the screen. And so I always have my buffs and my abilities and everything close to the center of the screen here. Now, as I get more accustomed to it in my rotations, I could even move this out of the way and it really wouldn't bother me. But until we have something to where we can change it and put all of these individually wherever we want, then this is probably the way it's going to go. Actually, let's change this a little bit. And we're going to save. And we're going to hit. There we go. But this way I've got all my buffs, everything. I can see when certain stuff drops off. I can keep track of everything. And so this is just the way I do it. And then everything else is just to the side where most all my other MMOs are, changing the maps. And then I like to keep my party management and everything kind of on the center here. But yeah, if you haven't played around with it, go ahead, change it, push some things off that you don't need to. It makes the game a lot better, at least it does for me, than having to constantly look up at a corner to properly track what my mana and my HP is. All right. Have fun adventuring.